It's Joe at Lucas.
And Kent's with him today. Hope everybody's doing well.
I got the big wine guy with me.
Yeah, we're talking it today.
So we're going to talk about, you know, as these corporations come into Colorado, we got to start to learn to be a wise consumer because a lot of these brands are really overpriced. And we got to start looking at what the reality is in these. So you private label, you guys heard me talk about it, but I want to teach you about it again. So all these labels, a lot of these are like Wagner Family Farms. Those are like Camus. They're along that line. But the labels are changed. So as corporations come into our community, they bring these products in.
Absolutely.
And to me, they're way overpriced. So even though they're sold at a corporation and they're told you they're getting a great deal on them, we're going to always beat their price and we're going to bring them down significantly.
Absolutely.
So I want to talk about these. So Buttercream's one. This is sold at a big box for $13.99. This is as of 8/24. So, and remember, everything we have for our pricing's online. I don't want it just to be about pricing because we actually look at all the big box that comes into Colorado. We look for their best wines and we want to bring those in. And this a great representation of them. So, and you know what, to understand private label, I want to go one step farther, Kent. Kirkland is a private label. Great product. Costco, I think, makes incredible product. They got great prices, but anytime you see a label like this and you can't see that it's a private label, that's the game in this industry, so they could overcharge on a product, and I don't believe we should do that. So remember these labels, and I'll keep on doing these and I'll bring you more and more, but we're gonna talk about Buttercream. It sells at a chain store for $13.99. We've always sold it for $9.95 or less. But let's talk about this one. This is like that typical Chardonnay.
California style, which is going to be buttery and oaky and creamy. All the things that it says so on the label.
And it's wrapped up.
All the things you are. Buttery and creamy.
Thank you.
That's it.
Thank you.
That's
See
it.
that?
Yeah.
So easy to work with too,
Yeah.
right?
Oh, yes.
I knew that.
We know.
So Buttercream's a great one. It's just that easy drinker, $10 wine, right? Unanime makes a great red, right? We love their red. Their red is delicious. Tell me a little bit about this one. So this is sold at the big box for $19.99. It's $12.95 every day, you know, all the time. Tell me a little bit about this Chardonnay. Where's it from?
It comes from Argentina. We're in the Mendoza area, typical Malbec area. Not much Chardonnay gets grown down there. This is actually going to be one of those Chardonnays that's going to have more acidity, which is what we talk about, because it does get a little cooler at night for these guys. So this is going to be big. It's buttery oaky, but it's not as buttery. We're going more towards the barrel than we are towards the malolactic fermentation. So a little less creamy, but it still has that buttery oaky style of flavor.
And is it better for food?
Absolutely. This is made for food.
So it brings it out a little bit because of the grape and where it's from.
Absolutely.
Great, $12.95, a great one. Let's taste the Governor's Bay. So this is a Marlborough, right?
Yes.
So what do we get traditionally from this region?
Grapefruit and grass are the two things that we really, really look for. That has been done a lot as of late. So we're starting to see a lot more this style where it brings it back a little more. It's going to give you a little more pineapple guava on the front, a little more of that grapefruit on the back.
Super easy to drink. Almost like that. I could drink it any time. I don't need food. I could just sit out on the porch and have a nice bottle of wine.
But definitely grapefruit.
Yep, no
A
question.
lot of grapefruit on the back end of that.
Gotta like grapefruit. So again, $12.99 at the big box, $9.95 at Lucas.
All day.
Well, let me have one more sip.
Yeah. So 1858. This is the Wagner family, which, you know.
Tell me a little bit about the Wagner family so we understand it.
This is the sons from the guy who owns the Camus winery. So
you got to speak up today. You're really soft today.
Hey,
is there
I'm
a particular reason you're soft?
I'm always soft.
Okay.
I'm always soft. All right. No, this is a really, really nice California style Sauvignon Blanc. This is going to be one that's going to be very floral. So the difference being grapefruit, we've gone towards a more floral, softer, a way more tropical style. The acidity is higher on this than it is on this, and I was shocked by that because that's normally the other way around. Absolutely. Salad dressings, seafood, pasta, things like that.
Can you do that with cheese if I'm starting out?
Absolutely.
So this is $19.99 at the big box, $12.95 at Lucas. It's great to really start to understand these brands. So I want to get into a red that I love. This is a Sonoma Valley Red, $34.99 at the big box, $21.95 here at Lucas. So again, I want you to kind of see these. You could save tons of money by buying these brands in other places. Tell me about a Sonoma Red, because I think this is a spectacular bottle of wine.
This is a Zinfandel blend, but what makes this unique is that it's Carignan and Grenache. Two grapes that we do not come across in California that often. Grenache a little more. Carignan, that's from France, definitely. I mean, they don't grow that much anyplace else in the world. A little bit in Australia, but this is one of those that's going to give you all that luxurious Zinfandel on the front, but on the back end, it's going to definitely lift instead of just melting off the back. So
okay, so for me, when I started drinking this wine, again, sold at the big box for $34.99, sold at Lucas for $21.95, so a giant savings.
Absolutely.
I think it's a killer wine. I really do think this is a killer wine.
Luxurious wine. It's beautifully textured. It goes long on the back, but it's got an uplift on the back where a lot of Zinfandel blends, like the Prisoner, heavier on the back end. This is cool stuff.
That's interesting when you said that, because I like this with like a burger. Absolutely. I like it with when I'm taking anything off the grill.
Barbecue.
I love that. Okay, let's jump on to this next one. $39.99 big box, $29.95 at Lucas. So this is the one we're going to taste. You got to help me with this one, because I'm always trying to learn Syrah. Some of the categories I feel a little weaker on. Mm-hmm. So tell me about Syrah.
When you put your nose in this, does it smell like it could be meat? Like it's got a meatiness to it. Like if you were just walking in the deli and they have just cut some sapasada or some, heavier meats, it gives you just a little bit of a meaty smell to it.
So heavier.
Heavier, absolutely.
Masculine.
Absolutely. Okay. This has got a little tannin to it. Did it stick to your tongue? Absolutely. Is it blowing up the edge of your tongue?
Yes.
Right now it is, okay? It's looking for some fat. It's wanting that ribeye, that piece of steak, that nice juicy burger all day for that. And this style of wine handles ketchup, barbecue sauce, that kind of stuff really, really well.
That's a great bottle of wine.
Delicious, isn't it?
And it's got
like that one.
Incredible body.
Absolutely.
Okay. All right, let's go to one that I've been drinking this one for a while.
You like it.
All right, here we go. Big box, $34.99. Lucas Liquors, $21.95. So again, giant savings. This is a Wagner family wine again, right?
And they've got access to the great grapes.
And it's Paso. So we get that little jamminess.
Absolutely.
I love that jamminess. Sometimes, so in this type of cab, for me, I could drink this on the couch.
Right.
I think they really pull forward on it.
Tannin is lower.
Okay.
Juiciness more on that front end, but the back end can still handle a little bit of food. It's got a little bit of tannin when you get back here. It's not like a Napa.
It's not giant. It doesn't grip.
All over. This is just grappling in the back a little bit.
Oh. So it's so funny when you say stuff like that, because I always want to teach people the difference between the grapes. I think it's so important. So on a Paso grape, we do pull a lot more fruit forward, and the fruit seems to be brighter. So it might be more towards a red fruit opposed to a dark red.
Absolutely.
Does that make sense?
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's what I get out of it.
Plump, round, and juicy. That's what you're going to catch on that.
You had to say that.
Hey, that's you. Plump, round, and juicy.
Are you saying I'm plump and round? Oh my God.
Hey.
Renee, you're going to have to edit that out.
Yeah, no.
Anyways.
Next up is our Tuli, which we've done quite well with.
Tuli is a great, this is a great Pinot.
But as you guys know, it's hard for us to get this because, we have to get it from.
So here's the reason.
We got the 1.5s this time.
Here's the reason though, guys. This bottle is sold at $49.99 at the big box. Highest price ever at Lucas is $24.99. That's 50% off. It's a fantastic bottle. We sell a lot of Tuli. The regular Tuli, which is sold at $29.99, we are at $11.99 now, or $11.95.
Right.
Point being is, this is another Wagner family, and it's a Pinot.
Yep. So
talk a little bit about this, because I feel this has really a lot of type of characteristics that come out of Meiomi, that more jamminess front forward. So tell me about that.
Absolutely. The typical in California style is going to be, it's going to be way more round in the mouth.
Okay.
It's not going to be as acidic. And it's going to have a longer finish. to where it's going to be way more juicy, way more jammy than it's going to be from something like a Willamette.
But it's not sweet.
No, definitely
So
not.
I want people to understand
No,
that.
definitely not. It's going to be tart, which is what a Pinot Noir is supposed to be. But this is more richness to it than some of the others, especially in this price category.
This is, can I tell you what? We got 8 cases left. Can I tell you what? For a 1.5, the bottle should have been a 2.6, in my opinion, because this is a great bottle. This is fun, guys. These are fun wines. We're going to continue to bring these. We drink wine from everybody that comes into the state, whether it's a corporation, whether it's wine that we're finding. We're trying to find these wines. We want to bring them to you on video so you understand them and you know them, and always leave feedback. If you've had these wines, talk about it, right? We know we're going to get a great price on them. We're going to deliver it to you guys, but always talk about it. Leave us your comments, and always, thanks for shopping at Lucas, one bottle at a time. We really, truly appreciate your business. Thanks for supporting us. Don't forget to like and follow us. And who has a better haircut?
you.
Leave us who has a better haircut.
Right here.
You know it's me. Anyways, guys, we'll talk to you soon. Cheers. Thank you very much.
Take care.